permanent death leading into the top rope, and then is eliminated.
But this time, I'm not signed to Brody Lee. I'm signed to NoW. So Matt, please come out here so we can show you our appreciation.
When you change to the mirror and the razor blade, today's the day that all the world will see. Another sunny afternoon, walking to the sound of my favorite tune. Tomorrow never knows what it doesn't know too soon. Need a little time to wake up. Need a little time to wake up, wake up. Need a little time to wake up. Need a little time to rest your mind. You know you should, so I guess you might as well.
We are hosting an open challenge for our tag team championships. So any worthy contender, please let your presence be felt.
Need a little time to wake up, wake up. Well,
You said I didn't have a partner.
what's the story, mighty glory? Well,
So with all the respect in the world, we will not be defending these titles against you two, as you two have done nothing to earn it. Honestly, I can care less about those titles. I just want to fight.
all your dreams are made when you chain to the mirror and the razor blade. Today's the day that all the world will see. Another sunny afternoon, walking to the sound of my favorite tune. Tomorrow never knows what it doesn't know too soon. Need a little time to wake up. Need a little time to wake up, wake up. Need a little time to wake up. Need a little time to rest your mind. You know you should, so I guess you might as well.
Is a warning. Step in front of me, I will put you down instantly.
Need a little time to wake up, wake up. Well, what's the story, morning glory? Well,
Want to challenge that deadline? You're looking right at him.
wake up, wake up. Well, what's the story, morning glory? Well, need a little time to wake up, wake up. Well, what's the story, morning glory? Well, need a little time to wake up, wake up.
There isn't many more dates left until WrestleMania. As always, I am Damon Wrestling Figs, joined with my broadcasting partner LWA, and welcome everyone to Deadline.
It's an honor to be here with you tonight, Damon, and we are just getting closer and closer to our destination on the road to WrestleMania.
As the rules for the Iron Survivor are on your screen, for the third time ever, we get ready for Iron Survivor. As the United States Championship is up for grabs, and Will Ospreay's chances of retaining his championship are very, very low, as no champion has ever retained in an Iron Survivor. This is the second time the United States Championship has been up for grabs, as in the first ever Iron Survivor match at WrestleMania 5, it was one of 2 championships defended in that matchup.
This man right here, Will Ospreay, can literally do anything. One of just the most purest athletes I've ever seen do it in this ring.
You obviously can't forget that legendary trilogy between Will Ospreay and Santos Escobar. Will Ospreay ultimately prevailed in the feud, and ever since then has been defending that championship with honor, and tonight looks to do so once again.
If I could describe Will Ospreay with one word, it would be workhorse, one of the hardest working men in NoW. Ospreay has a lot on his plate tonight. We will just have to see if he can get it done once again.
But the question is, who will go full 25 minutes along with Will Ospreay, as we are about to find out. MJF is going to have to somehow survive 25 minutes. I mean, with the coward he is, I'm surprised he's even coming out at number 2.
Hell, Damien, I'm surprised he's even here at all.
But tonight could be career-defining for MJF and his singles career, as recently his partner Shawn Michaels was injured in a tag team match at Hard to Kill. And MJF is taking this opportunity to solidify himself as a single star, and he could very well do that tonight by winning the United States Championship, but it's not going to be a very easy task.
It's not going to be an easy task for either one of these men. Going into this matchup, first there's going to be fresh legs coming in very frequently. It's just one of those things you got to wonder, are fresh legs going to affect this? Do these guys have the stamina? One thing I can tell you, Will Ospreay definitely has the stamina to go and win this whole thing.
25 minutes, these 2 men will have to go if they want to call themselves, at the end of the night, United States Champion. 3 more men will join them in the coming minutes. As the bell has rung, here we go. 5 minutes until the next entrant. 5 minutes of Will Ospreay and MJF.
And we're starting off this match hot as MJF just slapped the hell out of Will Ospreay and a big super kick right back from the United States Champion. MJF now stunned on the outside after that kick by Ospreay.
Ospreay looking to fly over the ring post. As now immediately getting back into the ring away from Wardlow. Gotta wonder if Wardlow's gonna get involved at all in this match, as MJF sneaking his way into the ring, attacking Ospreay.
And we're already seeing it right there, Damien. Wardlow just minorly distracting Ospreay, throwing him off his guard. And MJF in full advantage now, stomping the champion.
Very quickly there, MJF gained the upper hand.
MJF taunting now, couldn't be making a mistake, has to keep his eye on the prize. He's facing one of the best NoW has ever seen. And here he comes, Insaguri to the back of MJF and a kick right there. Will Ospreay on the attack now after MJF was taking it all in for a little too long, but MJF now counter with a clothesline, and he's right back into control.
As now a big uppercut by MJF. As that is not enough to keep Ospreay down. Ospreay still standing. MJF has no idea of it until now. As now Ospreay looking for Poison Rana to MJF. And now off the ropes, gets caught by MJF. Has the waist, but Ospreay rolling through. Roll up on MJF. 1, 2, 3, and Ospreay scores the first point early on in this matchup. If he keeps up the pace like this, he can very easily retain his United States Championship. As it looks like we're getting a refresh in this match, starting off with a collar and elbow tie-up. MJF overpowering Will Ospreay. As now back to the dirty tactics. Off the ropes goes Ospreay, and MJF dropping him right onto the knee. Back first into the headlock. MJF, fun fact, but beat John Cena at WrestleMania 5 in singles competition. Cena made it very clear he has his eyes set on the United States Championship as Will Ospreay Sasuke special, taking out Will Ospreay. But like I was saying, it would be very interesting if MJF were to walk out United States Champion and potentially face John Cena once again at WrestleMania. But in order for that to happen, he has to turn the tables around very quickly.
But now Ospreay throwing MJF into the ring here. Ospreay entering the ring himself now. And oh, big kick right there to the arm. Gets caught. Looking for a super kick to the gut, flips him over. And MJF now in control here, getting Ospreay up.
Pile driver, no.
And Ospreay flipping out of it, rolling him up here. That's a cover.
As another fall scored by Will Ospreay.
And Ospreay in complete control so far. That's now 2 roll-up pinfalls on MJF. And MJF has had enough of it. Taking him down now after the low blow. And a cover. MJF scores a pinfall off of a low blow to Will Ospreay. Smart move, but dirty right there. And now Ospreay going up and over the rope. No, forearm by Maxwell Jacob Friedman, and now hanging him up. Neck breaker in the middle of the ring right there. MJF in control now. As MJF now setting him up.
MJF setting up for the tombstone pile driver. No, Ospreay turning things around. Sidewalk slam. And now off the ropes. Enziguri. Stumbling MJF there. And now Will Ospreay setting up for the Stormbreaker potentially. As no, MJF finding a way out of it. Forearm takes both men out. Not a good sign early on in this matchup. Getting exhausted that fast is not going to win you the United States Championship, especially with 20 more minutes left on the clock.
I said it before the matchup, and we still have more competitors coming. These two are in big trouble here if they are already this exhausted with so much more time left to go.
As the time is ticking, who is entering Iron Survivor? Could be Starks, Alexander, or Carmelo Hayes, as it looks like Cedric Alexander is making his way into the Iron Survivor as Wardlow launching him into the air, into the ring, and now Wardlow getting taken out by a suicide dive. So much is happening already. Tope taking out Ospreay. A lot just happened within a 10-second span as now monkey flip to MJF. As now Cedric looking for lumbar check already. Connects to score a fall here tonight. Cover on MJF. 1, 2, but there's Ospreay dragging Cedric out of the ring. As now Ospreay, cover on MJF, looking to steal the momentum of Alexander. But Alexander doing the same thing Ospreay just did, now sending him over the steps. And now, super kick to MJF. Cover on MJF, but now here's Will Ospreay once again to break up the fall.
And it seems these two can't get enough of each other here, keep breaking up each other's attempts to score a pinfall, and MJF seems to be in the middle of all of it. And it seems like these two have found a common enemy here, going after MJF.
Oh, he's not done yet, though. Spinning around, kicking off the head of MJF. As now Ospreay looking Stormbreaker on MJF. But Cedric with a drop kick, taking down Will Ospreay. As now Cedric with the cover on MJF. As Cedric scores a fall.
Yeah, Alexander completely stole that one from Will Ospreay. Able to pick up his first pinfall right there. MJF completely out of it.
Every man for themselves in this matchup. That alliance was clearly only temporary. As now, a dream singles match right here. Obviously, right now we're getting a glimpse of it. In the Rumble we got a glimpse of it. But could you imagine these two, one-on-one, just them, no one else? It is definitely a dream match. As now a standoff between both men.
These two have been going at it tonight, giving us something special to watch as Ospreay against the ropes, heads to Alexander, pushes him off. Alexander with a back elbow right there. But Ospreay sends him against the ropes. Arm drag, no. Ospreay lands on his feet, hitting the ropes once again, leapfrogged by Alexander. And a Spanish fly by Cedric Alexander connects in the middle of the ring and a cover. Ospreay kicks out at 2.5 right there. Alexander so close to scoring his second pinfall here tonight, but he's gonna have to do more than that to put down the United States champion here. Is getting him up once again, sending him outside the ring. And what's Alexander thinking here? As MJF with a big lariat takes out Alexander out of nowhere. As MJF finally getting some offense in after being down for multiple minutes. As Ospreay now sending down Alexander. These two still going at it.
Ospreay with Cedric right into the steps. Oh my goodness. Back first. My, and now MJF with a suicide dive. Not often you see MJF fly like that. As now Wardlow sending Ospreay back into the ring. Haven't seen much of Wardlow, surprisingly. Maybe MJF trying to get this done on his own here tonight. As now setting up for potentially the Brain Buster to score another fall. No! Stun Dog Millionaire. Ospreay with the counter.
An absolutely beautiful counter there from Ospreay. So quick thinking in the air like that.
As now MJF throwing a punch at Ospreay. Ospreay returning one. As both men throwing blows in the ring.
And both men hitting each other there.
Wait a minute now. Ospreay with a hidden blade! Out of absolute nowhere. Hidden blade knocking out MJF. As MJF falls to the outside of the ring. Therefore, Ospreay cannot get the cover.
What a devastating move by Ospreay.
Definitely not a good thing for MJF to get taken out with such devious move like the hidden blade this early. As now Cedric back in the ring. Back with Ospreay and Cedric. As Cedric with a chop to Ospreay.
And the clock ticking down now as Alexander brainbuster to Ospreay right there. And who will the next contestant in this crazy match be? And it will be H.I.M. him, Carmelo Hayes.
A very young star with a bright future ahead of him, Carmelo Hayes, enters the Iron Survivor. Definitely been a breakout star of this year. Competed in Money in the Bank, Ultimate X, Royal Rumble. All in the span of just a few months. And now is an Iron Survivor. As a crossface submission is locked in on Cedric Alexander. But there's Will Ospreay to break it up. As now Melo goes off the ropes. A dream match between these two as well. A lot of dream matches in this matchup. As now Melo taking out two birds with one stone.
And Carmelo Hayes, so unbelievably good in this ring at such a young age. Such a bright future ahead of him in this company, in this industry. And Carmelo Hayes now directing his attention to Cedric Alexander. And Alexander able to get to that headlock right there. And oh, arm drag right there takes down Melo. And a headlock from Alexander. And now Carmelo Hayes with a back body drop connects. And an arm drag right there to Alexander. But Alexander with one to Melo. And these two going back and forth right here. And oh my goodness. What a sequence right there. I couldn't even keep up. But it ends with a drop kick by Carmelo Hayes. And now has him in a fireman's carry with a TKO connects. And now a cover. And Carmelo Hayes will score his first point.
Ospreay still in the lead, ahead of everyone else by 1 point, obviously, besides Ricky Starks, as he has yet to enter the match. But will do so in just a few minutes, as Cedric Alexander with a flatliner taking out Carmelo Hayes.
Beautiful move there by Alexander. And a kick right to the face.
As, wait a minute, MJF inserting himself back into the mix with a sleeper hold on Cedric Alexander. Cedric finding a way out of it, though. As MJF now sending Cedric over the top. But here comes Melo from behind, roll up on MJF. One, kick out by MJF. turning it in to the salt of the earth. Looking to score another fall here in this matchup. Would be the first score by submission. As, wait a minute, Cedric with a frog splash to break up the pinfall. Not only laid it on MJF, but laid it on the arm of Carmelo Hayes. And looking to take advantage. Ospreay! Shooting star press to break up the pin. As now MJF pop a powerbomb onto the knee. Now showboating to the light, to the fans, as Cedric not having any of it with a super kick to MJF. And now Cedric looking to fly over the ropes, over our announce table. And now looking to do some showboating of his own.
This has been an absolutely unbelievable performance from all of these men wanting to call themselves United States Champion, but now Ospreay bringing it with the kicks. It's Carmelo Hayes, but gets caught on that one. But now Cedric Alexander, flying clothesline, takes out Ospreay, but first 48, no, gets caught. Melo gets caught and turns it around. Lumbar check connects. Cover by Alexander. Alexander picks up his second point.
What a performance this has been by Cedric Alexander in this match. Oh my gosh, never mind. That hidden blade should be illegal, as that is literally a death weapon, as MJF coming to stop the pinfall. As a pile driver to Ospreay, right on his head. And Ospreay back up like nothing even hit him, hidden blade. Once again, the second hidden blade to MJF, as all four men in this match are absolutely out of it right now. Melo could have a broken arm for all we know. Cedric and MJF both just got hit with the hidden blade, and Ospreay got hit with the pile driver, and I guess used the last bit of his momentum to land the hidden blade once again on MJF. As in not too long, we will see the final entrant of this Iron Survivor, which will be Ricky Starks, and there we go, the timer has begun.
We are about to have a full match, ladies and gentlemen.
10 minutes on the clock until this matchup is over. Here comes absolute Ricky Starks.
And now the former X Division champion making his way to the ring. Spear connects to Carmelo Hayes, already in a cover by Ricky Starks. But Hayes escapes and rolls up Starks. Carmelo Hayes picks up another point. Hayes immediately just stole one over Starks here, but now Starks into the corner right there. That was brutal. And oh, here comes Ospreay, big forearm.
As Ospreay setting up Stormbreaker, but here comes Cedric with a dropkick. As now Starks sending Ospreay out of the ring, taking him out of the picture. German suplex, rolling through into another. Like I was trying to say earlier, this has seriously been an incredible performance by Cedric Alexander, as he has Starks set up on the top rope. What could he be looking for here? Looking, Spanish fly off the top into a Michinoku driver. Cover on Ricky. But there's Melo right away to break it up before the count can even begin.
Alexander bounces against the ropes, gets caught though, and sent out of the ring right there. And now Melo, Ospreay pulls him out the ring.
I don't know if it's just me, but it seems like everyone in this match has each other's number, as there's always a counter for something. I don't know what it is about this match. As now Ricky Starks, Rochambeau for the cover to score his first point. 1, 2, 3. Ricky Starks scores his first point, as now everybody has a point in this matchup. It could really be anybody's game.
And now Starks with a chop to Melo, and another one connects right there. And Starks with a strike, as Melo is hung up against the ropes, but now taking him down right there. Starks hitting the ropes, and now no. And oh, crossface locked in here by Melo.
If he didn't score it the first time, might as well try a second. As Melo with the crossface on Ricky, and there's Will Ospreay with a dropkick to break up the submission hold.
Ospreay coming out of right field right there, just flying out of completely nowhere. But now Alexander going after MJF, went for Hurricane Rana, and able to get it right there. Connecting on the outside. Cedric Alexander. He has been showing out in this matchup, and now Ospreay with a chop to Carmelo Hayes, and another one connects. And now Ospreay, oh, here comes Alexander, misses that super kick. Hits the ropes, but Cutter connects to Cedric Alexander, and now he's sizing him up for a hidden blade. But now,
Oh my goodness!
First 48 connects out of nowhere.
We might have just seen the death of Will Ospreay as caught out of midair from the hidden blade. The first 48 as Melo scores his third fall, and he is currently in the lead. We could see a new champion here tonight, Logan.
Oh, we could easily see a new champion tonight. It could be any one of these guys. These guys are going out of here tonight, but now Ricky Starks gonna look to go up top and walk these ropes. Just styling and profiling on the top rope, and now a tornado DDT connects to Carmelo Hayes. An absolute Ricky Stark might be adding another championship to his resume at the end of tonight, but Cedric Alexander with a super kick. This is that lariat, and now might have been looking for a lumbar check, but Ricky Stark's able to get out of it, and now has him grounded with a headlock. But making their way back up to their feet, and a nice takedown right there by Ricky Starks, and misses in an enziguri in the corner by Cedric Alexander. Now throwing him into the ropes. Big drop kick sends Stark out the ring. Alexander now setting his sights on Melo, who hits him with a cutter right there.
As Melo now looking to score a fourth pinfall, but not if MJF has anything to say about it, pulling the ref from the ring. And now, half and half, suplex, taking out Carmelo Hayes, and now catching the kick from Ricky Starks. But wait a minute now, Ricky shooting down the takedown, and now locking in a sharpshooter on MJF.
It's cinched in here, one of the most dangerous submissions in this business. MJF has to find a way out of this, or else this thing's over.
MJF trying to find a way out of it, and wait a minute now. Has the arm of Cedric Alexander. I think he's trying to submit him while he's in the sharpshooter.
This is very creative from MJF, showcasing his ring IQ tonight. He knows he needs to score a point badly here, or else he's going to have no chance of winning the United States Championship.
As now Melo, first 48 to Ricky, but that gave MJF the advantage to lock in the salt of the earth completely, submitting Cedric Alexander to score his second fall.
Very innovative offense there from MJF. But now Hayes working on Starks on the outside here, slamming his face against the table. And now Starks, but no, gets dropped right on the table. And what is Hayes thinking about doing here?
God only knows what Melo is thinking right here. Melo springboard.
Oh!
DDT, oh my goodness.
That was unbelievable. Melo putting his body on the line here tonight for the United States Championship. But he might have damaged himself more than he wants there. And now MJF gonna powerbomb Cedric Alexander onto Will Ospreay right there. MJF just brutal.
Now looking for another power bomb here. But wait a minute, Ospreay turning things around. Poison Rana. Now Ospreay in position for Robinson Special.
That kick just comes with so much velocity. It really could knock someone out.
As now setting up Stormbreaker, but notices MJF getting back to his feet. Super kick. And now bouncing off the ropes with the Stormbreaker. But here comes Cedric now with a boot to Ospreay. As Ospreay with a chop to Cedric now. Cedric trying to send one back off the ropes. Ospreay, gets caught. Cedric looking for a lumbar check. No. Ospreay has his number. Looking. Stormbreaker, no. Cedric catching him. Northern Lights suplex into the cover. 1, 2. Ospreay kicking out at 1. As now Cedric Alexander with a single leg Boston Crab.
It's locked in tight here. We might have another fall going to Cedric Alexander. Will Ospreay has to get out of this, or he's going to be a lot closer to losing that U.S. title, but able to get out of it. And Ospreay, no, gets caught, went for a super kick to the gut, and turns it around with another kick and a Spanish fly by Cedric Alexander. These two have been going at it this whole match. It's clear these two are some of the best in the world at what they do. As MJF making his way back into the ring, but an enziguri by Cedric, and a strike connects from MJF, and now he's setting him up, and MJF is going to look for it. Heat Seeker connects, but Alexander falls out of the ring.
He's in position, Logan. You already know what Ospreay's going for. He took off the elbow pad hidden blade once again for the third time to MJF. 1, 2, 3. As Will Ospreay ties it up with Carmelo Hayes. Meanwhile, Melo! Nothing but net. Carmelo Hayes. Cover on the champ. Ospreay kicks out. Somehow, someway. This man isn't human. This man is not human. Ospreay somehow back to his feet after Melo hits the nothing but net from out of nowhere.
Absolutely unreal from Will Ospreay right there. But now these two going at it, back and forth. Melo taking it to Ospreay with some forearms, but there goes Ospreay with one right back. And Hayes, springboard. Oh my goodness, hidden blade from Will Ospreay, cover! Ospreay takes the lead. Ospreay with his 4th fall of this matchup.
Ospreay now in the lead, and now he realizes that. Clearing the ring, 30 seconds left here. As now taking out the competition, suicide dive to Ricky Starks. I don't think Melo's getting up anytime soon. As now looking to deal with Cedric, but gets caught with a super kick. Mid-air, Cedric going to the top now. Cedric with a frog splash to Will Ospreay, but it is not gonna be enough as time has run out.
Oh my goodness.
What a matchup we just witnessed. One of the best of the year, if you ask me. Although Cedric wouldn't have tied it, he still could have at least added one more point to the board. But at the end of the day, Ospreay remains on top. Who's gonna stop this man?
Right now, to me, it looks like nobody can stop this man at the top of the mountain here at NoW with the United States Championship. We just threw 4 other men at this guy, and they couldn't do it. But now, offering the hand to the guy he battled practically this whole matchup, Cedric Alexander, and he takes him up on the offer. These two went to war. Hell, all of these men went to war in a show of respect here tonight. A well-deserved show of respect from Will Ospreay to Cedric Alexander. But all of these men put up MVP level performances here tonight.
You gotta give it up for Cedric Alexander though. What a performance by him. Carmelo Hayes was also so close to getting the job done, just 1 point off. But it is and still your United States champion.
And now here comes the franchise, John Cena.
He told Ospreay to hold that title tight. He said he was coming for it. And I don't think he was lying. Former world champion himself, John Cena, is here at Deadline. And I think we know exactly why he's here.
And Cena now pointing at the WrestleMania sign. This would for sure be a dream match. And Ospreay not backing down.
Tag team championships up for grabs in a 6-man tag, which is unusual. But tonight, that is what the stakes are.
Yeah, Damien, the stakes are high for both teams here tonight. But if anyone here has a shot of getting the job done here tonight, it is this man and his family.
Roman Reigns has beef with every member on the opposing team. Obviously, the deep history with him and Jon Moxley throughout literally every company known to man. Bryan Danielson, he eliminated Bryan Danielson from the Royal Rumble. And when Danielson and Moxley both wanted a shot at the tag team championships, the Samoan SWAT team turned them down. Said, you're not even a real tag team. Why do you think you deserve an opportunity? And then Roman Reigns looking to get his get back on Kurt Angle here tonight after Angle eliminated Roman Reigns from the Royal Rumble.
Yeah, these guys are practically royalty here in NoW. They get what they want when they want.
The idea was ultimately formed by a British man by the name of William Regal. The idea was to bring together some of the best wrestlers on this planet and bring them all into one group. And that group is named the Blackpool Combat Club. And that is exactly the idea that Jon Moxley has taken a part on. William Regal played a big factor on the careers of Jon Moxley and Bryan Danielson. And Kurt Angle, obviously one of the best technical wrestlers in the world. Logan, the only way to describe this team is they are the final bosses of professional wrestling.
You see it right there, forged in combat. And if the idea was to bring together the best professional wrestlers in the world, William Regal definitely succeeded with the American Dragon Bryan Danielson, Jon Moxley, and Kurt Angle.
Roman made up a good point that Bryan and Moxley weren't even a real team a few weeks back, but now they are. They have come together to form the Blackpool Combat Club, but they still have that lingering history with each other. Just this year, Moxley and Danielson went to war multiple times, so you gotta wonder if that is gonna come into play in this matchup, but that is on the line here tonight. The Emergence Tag Team Championships, if the Blackpool Combat Club get the victory, Moxley and Danielson will be the champions.
And here we go. This title match is underway here as we are starting off with Sikoa and Angle is bringing it to Sikoa early. But he's not going down without a fight as these two throwing strikes at each other early in this matchup. But what did we expect from these two? As now Sikoa sending Angle to the ropes here. And now getting him up looking for a power slam. Connects on the mat right there. And Sikoa going to the corner, no misses, and runs straight into the turnbuckle. Hooks him. And Angle with a takedown right there. Sikoa now grounded. And Angle now just toying with Sikoa on the ground.
These few men went at it a few weeks back in one-on-one competition. As of right now, Angle has Solo's number with that headlock.
And now Angle went for the tag, but gets caught with a back suplex by Solo Sikoa. And Sikoa with a nice kick to the back of the head. Sikoa vicious here tonight, and a kick to the gut. Again right there.
Solo turned things around there real fast, but Angle looking to get the upper hand once again with that fireman's carry takedown. And now holding control of Solo Sikoa. The Solo with the single leg takedown onto Kurt Angle. Seeing Kurt Angle get taken down is unusual.
Certainly, Damien, we do not see that a lot, but Angle now, a world-class wrestler, locking in a submission. Looks like a Kimura armbar cinched in on the enforcer of the bloodline, but now Angle pulling him in closer to his guard and sending his elbows towards his neck and his shoulder, and a knee right to the gut.
Solo now looking, super kick, Angle catches the kick, spinning him around, now looking for the German suplex. The wrestling machine Kurt Angle, the first ever All-Star champion, has absolutely been a pillar of this company.
Indeed he has, Damien, one of the best to do it. He matches up with any of these guys in the ring, and a chop right there connects to Solo.
But here comes the American Dragon, Bryan Danielson, as now Angle sending Solo off the ropes, gets met with a drop kick by Danielson. And now Danielson looking to fly off the ropes. Suicide dive, taking out Solo Sikoa.
What a move there by Danielson. Is now Danielson entering the ring. But Sikoa with a super kick. Takes out Bryan Danielson right there. And now Sikoa sending Danielson into the ropes. But no, Danielson sweeps under. Has his waist, but elbows right there from Sikoa. And oh, kick right there to the calf, and one right to the chest. And one straight to the head of Sikoa.
As Solo, he just debuted. I don't even think it's been a year since he's debuted, Logan. Obviously, haven't seen much of him in ring, but from what we have seen, he is an unstoppable force. And being paired with his family members in Umaga, a former Intercontinental Champion, and obviously Roman Reigns, one of the biggest stars in professional wrestling. Solo, I think it's safe to say, is in good hands, as long as he is surrounding himself with his family.
And like I said earlier, Damian, this guy's family is like royalty in this business, so he is definitely in good hands, as now getting in the face of Bryan Danielson. But now we're going to tag in Umaga.
And I was just talking about him, former Intercontinental Champion, dethroned arguably the greatest Intercontinental Champion, CM Punk, for the championship back years ago. Did not have that much of a long reign with the belt, but Umaga has always been a dominant force in this company, as bringing the beat down to Bryan Danielson. Umaga has Danielson, and now laying him out with a Uranagi. Lifting him up now for a back suplex. Samoan SWAT team bringing the absolute beatdown to Bryan Danielson here. The whole Emergence tag division has been on lockdown ever since the Samoan SWAT team has gotten hold of those tag team championships. Bryan Danielson moving out of the way of that hip attack, and now taking out Solo Sikoa with a boot there. Going to the top, Danielson gets caught with an uppercut by Umaga. Danielson thought he had him in his sights there for that drop kick. Obviously, did not end so well for Danielson.
And Umaga misses that clothesline, and Danielson jumps, tags in Moxley now. Jon Moxley entering this matchup. And oh, bringing it to Umaga. And these two are definitely about to go at it. Jon Moxley and Umaga in the same ring here, as Umaga now taking it to Moxley with strikes. And Moxley now, that's like a power up to him, a super kick though. Rebounds off the rope with a clothesline. Doesn't even budge Umaga in a second one. The same result right there, hitting the ropes. Third one connects and it does the job. Taking down Umaga. And these two going at it as Jon Moxley is fired up here.
Oh man, I don't think I need to go over the history between these two men. Not much here in NoW, but everywhere around the globe, these two men have went head to head, and now for the first time it happens here in NoW.
These two, some of the most heated rivals in this business, as Jon Moxley taking it to Reigns now. As now Sikoa entering the ring, hits Moxley with a big kick there. And now Danielson going after Sikoa. These two dumping out right in front of us, going after each other. As Moxley and Reigns up to their feet once again. Kick to the gut by Reigns, getting him up, powerbomb position. And Moxley fighting out of it with elbows. And now has Reigns here, looking for an X-Plex, connects right there by Moxley. And now tagging in Kurt Angle. And Kurt Angle is going to scale his way up to the top. And Angle now looking for that 450 knee drop, connects to Reigns. Turning them back over. They're not done there. Tagging in Danielson.
And now Danielson looking to follow through. Diving headbutt to the back of the head of Reigns. As now all the Blackpool Combat Club stand tall. But there is a Samoan bulldozer in their way. But wait a minute, Solo with a Superman spike. As now Umaga has Angle up, Moxley dragging Angle down. As now, sleeper hold locked in on Umaga.
Moxley has it locked in, but it's going to take a lot of time to choke out Umaga.
And now Angle with a German suplex to Solo Sikoa.
Picture perfect right there from Angle. And now Angle hitting the ropes. Running now. Tope con Hilo connects on the outside to Solo Sikoa. Kurt Angle fired up here tonight at Deadline. Absolutely insane there from Angle. And oh, what a shot there from Moxley. And oh, kick to the gut there. Umaga's in trouble here.
Moxley looking, paradigm shift onto Umaga.
But Moxley couldn't get the cover.
Umaga rolls to the outside, but Moxley is not finished with him as Moxley suicide dive. Umaga still on his feet though.
But now watch out, Kurt Angle going from the top rope takes out Umaga. All the way from the top rope. And they're not done. Jon Moxley taking up the table cover. Moxley hitting Umaga off the table. And they're lifting him up there. And now, Moxley.
I would not want to know what goes through the mind of Jon Moxley on a daily basis or while he's in a match, because Moxley on top, looking elbow drop through the announce table, through Umaga.
That was crazy. Moxley putting his body on the line here for those tag team titles. And now Reigns in trouble here as Danielson getting in that mindset here. What's Danielson looking for? As Sikoa now grabbing onto Danielson. Superman punch in the corner, connects by Reigns.
Psycho knee! Psycho knee to Reigns!
Psycho knee connects. What a knee strike there by Danielson.
As now once again, Angle and Solo meet in the ring. Angle slam, taking out Solo. As Angle grabbing Reigns, as in position for the Psycho knee. Wait a minute. Angle with a German suplex to Danielson.
What the hell?
Angle now laying in a beatdown on Brian. I'm confused right now for what reason Angle is doing this.
This is absolutely insane. As Angle not done there.
As dropping Danielson right on his head. Moxley on the outside just in disbelief on what is going on. I think everyone in this arena has the same exact question on why Angle would do this.
Yeah, I am in utter disbelief right now, but Roman Reigns going to capitalize on this moment with the guillotine on Bryan Danielson. As Bryan Danielson has nowhere to go, he's taking too much punishment from Kurt Angle, and he's going to tap out. The Bloodline's going to win this match.
And still, the Emergence Tag Team Champions. I have no idea what we just witnessed.
The question is now, why did Kurt Angle turn his back on the Blackpool Combat Club? But the Bloodline retains here tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to NoW Deadline as we are now heading into All-Star Championship action.
The history between these two men is very little but very deep. Back in 2023, Drew McIntyre was next in line for the All-Star Championship until Brock Lesnar came in, swooped up the opportunity, and made it a triple threat match. As Stand and Deliver, it was Drew McIntyre, Brock Lesnar, and Kurt Angle for the All-Star Championship, where neither of these men walked out as champion, but they fought hard against each other to try and become champion. But to the fault of both of them, neither of them became champion. Fast forward to 2025. Brock Lesnar is now your All-Star champion, and Drew McIntyre is back and looking for revenge from 2 years ago. Logan, there's a high chance Drew could walk out All-Star champion here tonight.
Well, I certainly agree, Damian, and just look at Drew McIntyre, 6'5", 265 pounds. Just so big and so quick for his size. It is absolutely unbelievable what this guy can do in this ring.
This is going to be an absolute war. Two big men going at it. The way this man won the title, he won it in 7 seconds. Who else has won the world title in 7 seconds? Besides this man right here, Brock Lesnar.
I mean, that's a metric that only someone like Brock Lesnar or Drew McIntyre could do. That's why we're in for a war tonight for the All-Star Championship here at Deadline. Brock Lesnar, so vicious.
Brock has yet to lose ever since that triple threat at Stand and Deliver. He competed in the first ever Bloodsport match here in NoW. Defeated Darby Allin in that. Defeated Jon Moxley at Against All Odds. Then at Emergence Victory Road, he defeated a lot of people on the Emergence roster in the Casino Gauntlet to earn his shot at the All-Star Championship. Then he defeated the All-Star Champion Finn Balor in 7 seconds.
Yeah, the Beast has been on an absolute tear as of late.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the NoW All-Star Championship. Introducing first, the challenger from Ayr, Scotland, weighing in at 275 pounds, this Scottish psychopath, Drew McIntyre. And his opponent, the champion from Webster, South Dakota, weighing in at 287 pounds, he is the All-Star Champion, the Beast Incarnate, Brock Lesnar.
Big fight feel here at Deadline. It is very likely the winner of this match will be walking in to WrestleMania as All-Star Champion. One of these men will face the winner of the main event at WrestleMania. But it's a matter of time of who we see walks in to WrestleMania as champion and who walks in as number 1 contender as Drew McIntyre, immediately bringing the fight to Lesnar.
And McIntyre not wasting any time with strikes in the corner to Lesnar here. As now Lesnar turning it around and driving McIntyre into that corner with his shoulder. And now has him in the corner with a nice clothesline in the corner. Now setting him up for a German suplex. And that might be the first of many we see tonight.
Brock now looking belly to belly, but Drew fighting out of it, swinging neck breaker. Taking the champ off his feet there for a slight second, but not lasting for long as Brock Lesnar with an uppercut there to Drew. Drew fighting back with a forearm. I told you this was going to be an absolute war, and so far it has not disappointed. Back and forth between both of these absolute brutes as Drew with another forearm to Lesnar.
And Lesnar misses that strike, and Drew with a big chop right there connects to the chest of Lesnar once again. McIntyre hitting the ropes, belly to belly, connects from Brock Lesnar right there. And Lesnar not done there, looking for something here.
As look at the absolute power of Brock Lesnar being able to lift up the size of a man like Drew McIntyre and laying him down flat on his back like that. As now Lesnar looking to take Drew McIntyre to Suplex City here tonight. Suplex number 2. Now looking for the trifecta here with another German suplex.
Brock Lesnar going absolutely insane here tonight.
Brock making it seem like it's easy work with Drew McIntyre tonight. But Drew with a Glasgow's kiss, knocking Brock right off his feet.
What a headbutt right there from McIntyre, and Lesnar is busted open. And now McIntyre,
Claymore! There's no way Drew can get it done this fast, this easy. With the cover, 1, 2, and Brock kicks out.
So close to having a new All-Star champion right there in Drew McIntyre. But these two going to war as McIntyre, another shot, connects. But Brock Lesnar not shying away as Drew McIntyre now driving him into the corner and taking it to him here with these strikes to the face. And McIntyre absolutely destroying Lesnar.
My goodness, just bringing the fight, the beatdown to Brock in that corner. As now, Drew with an elbow to the cut, trying to cut Brock open even more, but Brock fighting through. Powerbomb once again to Drew, and now keeping attached and laying him down with another one.
And look at the face of Brock Lesnar here tonight. I think he enjoys this as now, oh my goodness, knee straight to the face of Drew McIntyre. And another one straight to the face.
Neither man holding back here tonight, and that's clear to see. Both men busted open as Brock now looking for a belly-to-belly suplex to McIntyre, launching him halfway across the ring as both men, like I've stated, busted open.
This is absolutely brutal as Lesnar now, as McIntyre with a big slap. But Lesnar has him up on his shoulders for an F5, but McIntyre able to get out of it and has him. Future Shock DDT connects, and both men are down here. Both men are down and wounded. Both men are bleeding profusely. Very even here tonight. Both men have brought the brutality, as neither one can really get back up to their feet here without the assistance of the ropes.
Absolute war is the only way to describe this matchup. Oh my goodness, Brock! Flying knee, sending him and McIntyre over the top rope. And now Lesnar, knee to the body, sending Drew back inside the ring.
Lesnar here tonight, showing why he was able to beat Finn Balor in 7 seconds. As he is not done. What is Lesnar thinking in that twisted mind of his? Getting him up now. Getting him up on his shoulders here. Might be looking at F5.
Lesnar has him up. Looking to put things away with the F5. F5 to McIntyre to retain the title. Lesnar 1, 2, 3, and still your all-star champion, the Beast Incarnate, Brock Lesnar.
What a match and what a fight here tonight from these two brutes.
We are not done yet here tonight, though. Up next, a street fight. And then the main event, the Iron Survivor, to see who will face the Beast at WrestleMania. But from what it looks like, this man is just unstoppable. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the semi-main event, as it is a street fight between the Hardy Boys and the Judgment Day. Obviously, a lot of history to unpack here between these two teams. The Hardys used to be a part of the Judgment Day, but that is not the case anymore.
Yeah, honestly, Damien, just crazy how this thing all boiled down. But we're going to see tonight the Hardy Boys where they thrive in a street fight.
And you know, you have to wonder, WrestleMania is just around the corner. Is this matchup going to play a part on Jeff Hardy's body? I mean, he's main eventing WrestleMania. And it is going to be no easy task, as his opponent is the Undisputed Champion, Brody Lee. You got to think Brody is sending Bronson and Priest into this match like with a target on Jeff Hardy's back. As if I were them, my goal would be to weaken Jeff Hardy so Brody Lee would have more of an advantage at WrestleMania. But who knows what will happen here tonight.
Yeah, like you said, Damien, it's an interesting choice by Jeff Hardy to take this match in a street fight. I know if I was in that position looking forward to a main event match at WrestleMania, I'd be trying to preserve my body as much as possible. But we know in situations and matches like this is where Jeff Hardy makes his money. So we're going to see here tonight if the Judgment Day can throw him off.
This is not a team you would want to meet in a street fight, as you can expect anything from these two men, as they're unpredictable. Jeff Hardy leaping right over the top rope, taking out Bronson and Damian Priest. What a way to begin this matchup.
And Matt Hardy with a chair shot right there, and another one connects to Damian Priest. And then looking for another one, misses. And oh, big boot right there from Priest to Matt Hardy, as now Jeff Hardy working on Bronson Reed. But Reed just overpowers him into the barricade, and oh my goodness, right into the steel steps. And Priest sending Hardy into the apron. And Priest loading him up once again.
Obviously, anything goes. We saw the ending of Honor just last week, and it was these two teams going at war. The locker room had to come out and attempt to separate them, and even that barely worked. These two teams just want to get at each other. As Bronson sending Jeff right into the barricade. Still has his jacket on and everything. Bronson now looking to launch him into the barricade again.
Bronson Reed, just a ball of straight power. And oh my goodness, Matt Hardy. Straight to Damian Priest out of nowhere with a trash can. I was not expecting that, as Matt Hardy making his way up to the top rope. And here comes the dive, but misses as he gets caught with a right hand by Damian Priest. As Priest now with the trash can to Hardy and covering it up with it.
Now what is Damian Priest going for here? As a boot to Matt Hardy while the trash can is on. As now Priest laying him in the corner. Could he be looking for here? Placing the trash can right in front of him. Priest now. Oh, wait a minute, there's Jeff Hardy with a kendo stick, saving his brother from whatever Priest was going for there.
And Hardy going after Priest with that kendo stick. No intentions on stopping. And Matt Hardy with the trash can straight to Reed. As Priest in a bad position right here. Both Hardys focusing on him. And a trash can put on top of him. As Jeff Hardy now wailing on Priest with a kendo stick. But here comes Bronson Reed putting an end to it right there. And now Reed in the corner to Matt Hardy. Connects and taking it to him in that corner. Now, oh, Jeff Hardy was looking something right there, but gets caught by the powerful Bronson Reed, who just throws him on the outside. Jeff Hardy lands on his feet, fortunately, but put out of the equation for now by Bronson Reed. But heading into the corner with a clothesline to Matt Hardy, as now hitting the ropes. Oh, chair right to the back of Bronson Reed. And once again is now, oh, a strike there from Hardy, and another one connects. And Jeff Hardy with a chair straight to Bronson Reed.
Standing there like nothing even hit him. As now the Judgment Day having the upper hand over the Hardy Boys.
How in the hell is Bronson Reed standing?
Meanwhile, Damian Priest on the outside, looking to introduce a table into the mix, as he just threw it head first at Matt Hardy there.
Oh, I don't think he's done there, Damian.
And now looking to bring in another piece of wood.
Priest setting up that table now on the outside. Could be dangerous for anyone that goes through it. And now
Matt Hardy
oh my
sending
goodness,
Damian Priest off the apron through the table.
Getting hit by Matt Hardy with that table and going all the way down through the table as Bronson Reed with the Uranagi on the chair. The action not slowing down anytime soon. As Hardy now back to his feet, but in dangerous position as Bronson Reed flies over where he was just standing into the crowd. And Matt Hardy with a chair to the back of Damian Priest. As, oh my goodness, Priest with a big boot with the chair as well, straight to Hardy's face. As Jeff Hardy getting Bronson Reed back into the arena here. As, oh my goodness, twist of fate on the outside. And Priest now getting Matt Hardy into the ring.
Damian Priest looking to clear underneath the ring now. Introducing more tables. But wait a minute, Jeff Hardy with the attack on Damian Priest with the customized chair. Priest did not see that coming whatsoever. As now Jeff Hardy looking to finish what Priest started. Taking out the tables, setting him up. Realizes Priest is back to his feet. Looking for the attack on Priest, but Priest catching him. Looking for the choke slip through the table. No, Jeff bouncing through. Oh, wait a minute, Priest now sending Hardy face first onto the table.
Someone has to go through that table eventually. As now Priest with a strike to Hardy. And another one connects as Matt Hardy now with a chain. Choking out Damian Priest. Matt Hardy choking the life out of Damian Priest. As now Matt Hardy picking up another table and setting it up next to the other one. Things are about to get dangerous here fast.
The Hardy Boys are one of the teams that solidified tables in professional wrestling. As Matt Hardy lays Damian Priest on the tables. As it looks like Matt has an idea for Jeff, and Jeff is going to follow through. It's now Jeff Hardy climbing on top of the barricade, and now climbing on top of the caging. Jeff Hardy, who knows how high that is? Who knows what goes through that mind of Jeff Hardy? As Jeff looking, Swanton through the tables. Risking his body this close to WrestleMania. All just to take out the Judgment Day. As Priest looks out. As Matt helping his brother Jeff up.
And Matt Hardy now entering the ring and gets clobbered by Bronson Reed. Absolutely flipped inside out. And he's not done there with a Santon connects by Bronson Reed. And Reed now looking under the ring, picking up some handcuffs now. What's going to do with those?
As now Bronson Reed realizes this is pretty much a one-on-one match now, as he is going to play around with Matt Hardy. Has him handcuffed. Gonna have his way with him. Has the kendo stick. Matt is gonna be defenseless here, as Bronson Reed using that kendo stick against him.
And Bronson Reed beating down Matt Hardy while he's handicapped there with those handcuffs. Matt Hardy is defenseless right now. He can't do anything. As Bronson Reed now setting up a table in the ring. This does not look good for Matt Hardy. He doesn't have his arms to defend himself right now. Setting him up on that table. Bronson Reed heading up to the top. Bronson Reed now. Tsunami connects. Tsunami by Bronson Reed through the table, through Matt Hardy. And oh, Jeff Hardy
choking out Bronson with the chain, coming to the aid of his brother. Bronson, this could end the match, Logan, as they're in the ring. Jeff yanking back on the chain. Bronson's out. Bronson's passed out, and the match is over.
Oh my goodness.
Jeff Hardy chokes out Bronson Reed with the chain, getting the win for the Hardy Boys here at Deadline.
The Hardy Boys were able to get extreme enough here tonight, but now Jeff Hardy has bigger tasks ahead of him coming soon.
It is now the moment you have all been waiting for. It is time for the main event.
Yes, Damien, it is time for Iron Survivor.
If you ask me, Konosuke Takeshita, one of the best in the world. But unlucky for him, he has to go the full 25 minutes if he wants a shot at the All-Star Championship.
But who are we to doubt this man right here, Konosuke Takeshita? Just an absolute killer in that ring. His arsenal brings so much to the table, so much you have to defend against this guy. Takeshita looking to go to WrestleMania here tonight, but he has a big task ahead of him in this Iron Survivor.
But who will be Konosuke's dancing partner for the full 25 minutes? As we are about to find out who it will be. As it is the dog himself, Braun Breaker. This is a massive opportunity for Breaker, as Jericho giving him a bit of advice before Breaker goes into this Iron Survivor match. As it looks like Breaker will be on his own tonight. Jericho will not be at ringside. But what an opportunity this is for both of these men. Both of these men debuted, I believe, just for Breaker, to coming up on 2 years in 2026. And for Konosuke, I mean, he just debuted this year, and he's competed in so many major matches, Money in the Bank, Royal Rumble, and now here tonight, competing in an Iron Survivor, as Braun Breaker competed in the Royal Rumble, has competed for the Intercontinental Championship. He has put people out with just simply one spear. So this is a major opportunity for both of these young stars here tonight. But 5 minutes on the clock until the next man enters. It could be Gunther, Finn Balor, or Logan Paul. As Konosuke Takeshita has a headlock locked in on Braun Breaker.
Now Takeshita turning it into a waistlock on Breaker right here. Braun Breaker trying to power out of it right there. Flipping Takeshita over and now has a headlock of his own on Konosuke Takeshita here. Breaker now getting sent into the ropes. Takeshita misses that strike. Went for a spear but gets caught with a kick. And now Takeshita, German suplex connects in the middle of the ring right there to Braun Breaker. But now Breaker immediately has him up on his shoulders. Oh my goodness. Right to the knees, to the gut right there. And Breaker getting Takeshita into the ropes right there.
Breaker has the clear advantage right now. As another knee to the body to Takeshita. Moving things slowly but dominantly here. As now, laying Takeshita on the ropes. But wait a minute, Takeshita back in the game with a clothesline. Taking out Breaker.
And Takeshita now getting back into the ring. And Takeshita with a boot to the face. And not done there with a forearm to Breaker. And now, Takeshita tilt-a-whirl slam onto the knee. Right there to Braun Breaker. And Takeshita in the driver's seat right here with a big chop to the chest. And misses a strike. Breaker looking for something right there. Takeshita lands on his feet. Breaker lands on his feet. And another attempt here by Breaker. Powering him up. Connects right there on the mat by Braun Breaker. The power and talent of Breaker absolutely undeniable so early in his career. And we're about to see it hitting the ropes here.
This man, Braun Breaker, is a freak athlete. Can run 23 miles per hour. But Takeshita being able to keep up with that speed with a major boot to Braun Breaker. As now lifting him up for a German suplex. Keeping a hold. The winner of this match will be going on to face Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania. Blue Thunder Bomb by Takeshita to score an early point here. 1, 2, no. But like I was trying to say, the winner of this match will go on to face Brock Lesnar for the All-Star Championship to main event night 1 of WrestleMania. And it is a dream match to see one of these two men in the ring with Brock Lesnar. As now Braun Breaker with a spear, cutting Takeshita in half. Cover on Kenosuke. 1, 2, 3. Breaker scores the first fall in this matchup.
And that right there, Damian, that right there is what makes Breaker so dangerous. The unpredictability. That spear came from absolutely nowhere. As now Breaker, not done with Takeshita, has him up. And now, Takeshita able to find a way out of it. And oh my goodness, Brainbuster connects to Braun Breaker. And Takeshita with a big strike right there. And looking for a knee here, but gets caught with a clothesline.
Breaker now standing, moonsault, no, Takeshita pulls out of the way, catching Breaker with a knee.
And Takeshita now, not done with Breaker. Has him looking for a German, it might be. Breaker trying to roll through, but gets caught. And drove straight into the mat. And a German suplex connects to Breaker right there. And Takeshita rolling through. Sit out, power bomb. Connects right there to Braun Breaker. Cover. Takeshita scores his first point of the matchup.
This has been very competitive. Reminds me of the Iron Survivor from earlier on tonight for the United States Championship. As points-wise, that was a very close matchup. We could see another incident like that happen tonight as Kenosuke gets caught by Breaker and launched into the corner.
And Braun Breaker looks visibly tired, which is a bad sign if you're going to go longer in this matchup and if you want a chance to win. But the clock now winding down.
Who will be entering the Iron Survivor next? As it is the 4-time world champion, the man himself, the ring general Gunther. Has main evented multiple WrestleManias, looking to main event another one. As would you look at this, an unstoppable force meets an immovable object. As Gunther with a chop, taking Breaker right off his feet.
As Gunther now, watch out, chop connects right there to Takeshita. And these two now staring off. Takeshita wants more from Gunther here tonight. As, another chop connects and another one to the chest of Takeshita. But a big boot to the hand of Gunther and a chop and another one. These two going blow for blow.
Back and forth between these two men.
Indeed, as Takeshita with another big shot. But Gunther right back looking to gain control here.
As Gunther looks to have the upper hand on Takeshita now. As he's setting up for the missile dropkick, but Braun Breaker launching himself at Gunther.
This man an absolute heat-seeking missile. But a boot to the face by Takeshita right there. And misses that chop. And oh my goodness, has his waist. As Breaker now hitting the ropes. Gunther turns it around. Hitting Takeshita with a clothesline. But Gunther with one of his own to Breaker to send him out the ring and a chop to Takeshita inside of it. Gunther taking it to Takeshita now with a big chop, no misses. Sends him into the ropes. Went for a forearm, he ducks it, and chop to the back. And Gunther with a knee straight to the back as well. And oh my goodness, dropping him on the turnbuckle now, and a chop connects. Gunther now putting Takeshita on the top rope.
What could Gunther have in mind here for Takeshita? It's not often we see Gunther get on the ropes. As Takeshita fighting back now, though. Oh, but wait a minute, Braun Breaker using Gunther as a stepping stool, Frankensteiner! My goodness, Takeshita landing right on the back of Gunther.
And now what is Breaker thinking in that mind of his here? Pumping himself up in the corner. Breaker now, Gunther catches him with the clothesline. A nice counter there from Gunther and a boot to the back of Breaker. Gunther now getting him up and a forearm to the lower back right there.
Gunther has really been using those chops to his advantage. I mean, one of the most hard-hitting chops you'll ever see. As now a sleeper hold locked in on Breaker, but Breaker finding a way out of it.
And now Breaker getting back up to his feet here. Both these men are. And another chop connects. Gunther been using that this whole matchup. Now looking for a power bomb. Connects in the middle of the ring. Turned into a Boston Crab. And frankly, Damian, Breaker has to find a way out of this right now.
Will Breaker tap here?
And now a forearm by Takeshita there. And Gunther trying to attack him, but Takeshita able to counter and come back with his own. And oh, German suplex to the ring general right there. And going for another one, but oh, ripcord no.
Into the corner goes Takeshita. Oh my goodness! Missile dropkick right to the back of Takeshita. And he fell right into the lion's den as Gunther looking to put Takeshita to sleep here to score a fall.
And now Breaker entering the ring and breaking up the submission hold there. And Breaker now.
Spear by Breaker.
And now Takeshita, German suplex to Braun Breaker. Connects, takes him out the equation, now trying to steal the cover and the fall from Braun Breaker. But Gunther powers out. Smart move, but unsuccessful right there by Konosuke Takeshita. And now Takeshita looking in the corner, getting Breaker. And oh, chop.
You couldn't have picked a better three men to start off this Iron Survivor match. As now Takeshita sending Breaker into the corner and following up with a major boot. As now it looks like those 5 minutes are up. We are awaiting the next entrant. It's either going to be Finn Balor or Logan Paul. Who is it going to be? Could you imagine if we got Logan Paul and Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania? That would be an insane reality to live in as Logan Paul enters the Iron Survivor.
Yes, Damian, it would be insane, but unfortunately, it could be realistic as Logan Paul is an amazing athlete, whether you like him or not. And he's great in the squared circle. As now,
oh my God! One lucky punch right away knocks Takeshita out cold. This is only Logan Paul's third match in NoW. Obviously debuted in the Rumble, did not really have the best performance, was eliminated fairly quickly. As now nice lion salt there by Logan Paul. 1, 2, 3 as he scores a point. But like I was saying, this is only his third match. His second match, he won to qualify for this match, defeating Adam Cole and Aleister Black. Oh, but wait a minute. Here comes Gunther. Missile dropkick.
Yeah, and Logan Paul is about to find out what it's like here in NoW, the physicality. Now, oh, another chop connects to Logan Paul. And Gunther is not impressed. As, oh, Paul able to land a forearm and hitting the ropes here. And oh, Hurricane Rana, no. Gets caught. Gunther now powering him up and over onto the mat.
That was well deserved if you ask me. Gunther setting his sights on Breaker now. But wait a minute now. Breaker off the ropes. No, Logan Paul just opened up the ropes, causing Breaker to fall through. Looks for a crossbody there, but gets caught by Breaker. It is impossible to slow this man down. As just tossed Logan Paul onto the apron like he was nothing.
Absolute insane strength right there from Braun Breaker. But now, Takeshita. Nice slap. And oh, misses that strike. Takeshita hits the ropes. And oh my goodness, clothesline takes down Gunther in the middle of the ring. And Takeshita might be looking for that fisherman's suplex here. Gunther able to get out of it. And oh my goodness, turns it around and sends Takeshita across the ring. And now Breaker on the outside with Paul, but flips out of it in a super kick, connects the Breaker by Paul. And Paul wailing on Braun Breaker and sends him into the ring post there. Paul clearly soaking it all in tonight, but he's not done. Taking that table cover off in our monitors here. And Paul has Breaker right where he wants him.
Logan, he's not going down.
No, he isn't, Damien. That man is a dog. As now, Paul trying to throw a punch, but it goes nowhere. As Breaker able to catch it and lifts that man into the air. Paul in Breaker's grasp now. And drops him on our announce table. Braun Breaker feeling it here tonight.
He's a freak athlete, man. Obviously, his uncle is Scott Steiner. His father is Rick Steiner. Oh, but I don't think he's done with Logan yet. Braun Breaker. We've seen him do this before. From the apron to the announce table. Taking out Logan Paul.
Braun Breaker is unbelievable.
Meanwhile, in the ring, Gunther stomping away at Takeshita's throat. Oh my goodness. Gunther, if he wins this match, just adds more to his legacy to solidify himself as one of the all-time greats here in NoW. As now once again trying to choke out Takeshita. Oh, but wait a minute. Breaker slides in the ring, spear! Folding both Gunther and Takeshita in half. Cover on Takeshita. 1, 2, 3. As Breaker scores his second point in this matchup. Gunther visibly upset about that because he had that sleeper hold locked in. And Breaker just came up and took it all away. Missile dropkick. As now Gunther looking for a power bomb onto Breaker. Cover. 1, 2. Kick out by Breaker. But now Finn Balor entering this match as the final entrant. Looking to win this match to go to WrestleMania and get revenge on Brock Lesnar. But the men he has to go through in this match, that's not going to be an easy task.
True, Damien. He has some of the toughest superstars in NoW in front of him here tonight. And Gunther, definitely one of, if not the toughest in NoW, right in front of him. But misses that strike as Finn Balor hits him with a sling blade. And Balor back up to his feet now. Eyes on Gunther here. But now Takeshita, entering from out of nowhere, has his waist. And able to get out of it, twisting the arm. Flips him over. And now double stomp connects.
This match is really all or nothing for Finn Balor. And there he goes. Right over the top rope with Gunther. As Gunther just laying him out with a forearm. Meanwhile, Logan Paul, the frog splash to Takeshita. Cover 1, 2, 3. As Logan Paul scores another point in this matchup.
Tied for first here. And we might be going towards that reality you were talking about earlier, Damien. As now Gunther on the outside with Finn Balor. But no, Finn Balor escapes. And sent into the stairs. And Paul on the inside of the ring with Breaker here. Neck breaker position. And flexing on everybody here. Neck breaker connects right there to Braun Breaker. And now Paul getting Breaker back up here. He's not quite done with him. Has him suplex position. But now might be looking for something more. And now, oh my goodness, Braun Breaker having none of it. Sending Logan Paul straight into the canvas. And now throwing Logan Paul over the top ropes. Into Gunther and Finn Balor on the outside.
The Breaker needs to watch out behind him as Takeshita with a roll-up. Cover. 1. Oh, a Breaker with a counter. 1. And Takeshita countering it once again. But looking for German suplex. 1, 2. Breaker kicks out. But Takeshita lifting him back up. Looking for the bastard driver. Cover to score a point. 1, 2. But wait a minute, Finn Balor coming into the ring now, tossing Takeshita out. Oh, and he's looking to steal the win. He's looking to steal the point from Takeshita, and he successfully does.
Smart move there by Finn Balor. He knows what it takes to get there to WrestleMania. But Gunther on the outside with a chop to Takeshita. And these two facing off. And now Finn Balor over the top ropes with a tope on heel, but it's caught by the two on the outside. And now, oh my goodness, into the apron goes Finn Balor. And now Takeshita with a big forearm to Gunther. No, gets caught. And into the steps goes Konosuke Takeshita right there. And Gunther in the driver's seat. As now looking at Finn Balor, clobbering him right there with that strike. Now, oh, another chop connects for Gunther in this matchup. And oh my goodness, a boot. And oh, a forearm by Finn Balor. These three going at it.
Oh my God. He's not thinking what I think he's thinking, is he?
Oh,
the moonsault! Jesus Christ! I don't even know what I just witnessed.
That right there is what I'm talking about with Logan Paul. Whether you like him or hate him, he has true dedication for this sport.
As somehow back up to his feet, Logan Paul getting onto the apron, looking to take out the other member in this matchup. Looking for buckshot lariat, but Breakker has other plans!
Spear by Braun Breaker. What a beast this man right here is. Braun Breaker going absolutely crazy here at Deadline. Logan Paul laid out here, but Braun Breaker getting him up, and oh my goodness, Finn Balor with a double stomp to the back of Braun Breaker. And oh, kick to Braun Breaker right there. And now, looking for a Bloody Sunday, connects. Cover. Finn Balor picks up a fall here. And that will be his second of the matchup here. Really even competition here. Anyone can really win this matchup at this point. Balor now looking to cover Paul. This is smart here from Balor, trying to pick up another fall. But oh, Breakker able to break it up. Ring IQ right there from Finn Balor, but unsuccessful. And now Gunther going after Takeshita on the outside. Sends him into the steps. That was brutal. And a strike right there, and another one for Balor. These two going back and forth in the ring. Non-stop action here in this Iron Survivor. But what do we expect from these competitors? Fighting for a spot at WrestleMania. And Braun Breaker with a spine buster almost sent Finn Balor through the ring.
Breakker lifting up the former All-Star champion above his head. Military press. Dropping him down onto the knees.
I bet you right now in that ring, Finn Balor could barely breathe or not breathe at all. As now Gunther getting those steel steps into the ring. Things are about to get dangerous.
I mean, Gunther clearly looking to turn this matchup around with those steps. As Breakker awaits for him in the ring. Gunther with a boot to Breakker. Gunther the only man in this matchup to have not scored any falls, but he has also not been pinned in this matchup. As Gunther has Breakker with a power bomb onto the steps, and now transitioning into a rear naked choke to submit Breakker. He's gone for this submission so many times in this matchup, but Takeshita breaking it up.
And Takeshita now with another knee to Gunther. Sends him on to the apron. And now Takeshita on the outside with him. And a forearm connects right there.
What's Takeshita thinking here?
Whoa, whoa,
oh my goodness! Blue Thunder Bomb right through the announce table, off of the apron. Logan, what a matchup this has been.
This has been incredible, Damien. It's been a pleasure to see this. As now Logan Paul rolling up Breaker, trying to score another fall here. But now Balor doing the same to Paul. And he scores it. Balor takes the lead here off of a roll-up. And Paul is not happy here, trying to go after Balor but misses. And now Balor in Breaker's arms here and gets thrown into Logan Paul. Kicks him down and oh my goodness, Uranagi into Logan Paul, who was already grounded. And now Breaker getting those steel steps and putting them into the corner here. As Paul is in trouble, getting a kick to the guts, and another one connects. Oh my goodness, this is brutal from Braun Breaker. As, oh my goodness, suplex.
This match has been absolutely brutal in every kind of way you could think of. As Breaker with a spear, folding Balor in half, but Takeshita throwing Breaker right into the steps, causing Breaker to collapse to the outside. As now Takeshita taking advantage of the situation. Blue Thunder Bomb to Balor. 1, 2, 3. Takeshita scores a late fall here and a knee to Logan Paul. But Gunther somehow back up to his feet, but it doesn't matter because Takeshita is on demon time in the later minutes of this matchup. Tombstone pile driver to Gunther. Takeshita with the cover. 1, 2, 3. Takeshita pins Gunther to score his third point.
Wow, what a run right there by the Alpha Konosuke Takeshita. Went from 1 point to 3 in about 25 seconds. But a strike right there from Finn Balor. And a chop right there.
As now Takeshita with a boot to Finn. 15 seconds left on the clock. Pele kick. One of these men need to hurry up and score their final point. It's Takeshita catching him with a lariat, but there's not enough time.
No way.
And the match is over. We don't have a winner.
No, we're not ending the show like that. These people deserve a true winner. And a true winner is exactly what we're going to give them. Takeshita, Finn, you both are tied, and we need a definitive winner. So right here, right now, I'll be adding 5 more minutes left to the clock, and whichever one of you 5 men scores the first fall will be going on to main event night 1 of WrestleMania.
5 more minutes have been added to the clock. Here we go. Logan Paul already back up onto the top. Frog splash to Takeshita. Logan Paul to main event WrestleMania. No. So close. But now Finn Balor looking 1916. Paul getting out of it. One lucky punch. Knocking out Finn. But Takeshita from behind. Looking for a German suplex. Logan Paul getting out of it with an enziguri now. Takeshita backed up into the corner now.
What's Paul got planned here? Getting him up to the top rope. And Paul gonna look to do the same here.
Lariat off the top. But wait a minute, Finn.
Coup de grace! Coup de grace connects! Could we have a winner right here?
And we have a winner!
What a match!
Made official for WrestleMania. Finn Balor, Brock Lesnar 2 for the All-Star Championship. Balor has a shot at revenge.
After embarrassment at the Royal Rumble, Balor gets a chance at that All-Star Championship. But let's not forget what happened at the Royal Rumble, and it will be no easy task at WrestleMania, that is for sure.
What a match we just witnessed, Logan.
What a match indeed, but Finn Balor is back atop of it all. Going to WrestleMania. Oh my.
celebration has been cut short. Still beaten and battered from his matchup earlier tonight.
The All-Star champion has arrived.
The Beast and the Prince meet again.
Well, we remember the last time these two met, it did not go well for Finn Balor.
7 seconds is all it took last time for Brock to defeat Finn. You know that has had to been eating Finn up for the past few months. As wait a minute, Lesnar shoving Balor! And now Lesnar with an F5! Laying out the challenger.
And the All-Star champion, the Beast, Brock Lesnar, stands over the Prince once again.